What's up, guys? Dave Schonecker of Monty Group, licensed professional engineer, and also the mastermind, I guess you would say, behind flbarndo.com. Want to just offer some advice about a couple things. One, I'm a Red Iron Barndo professional engineer. That's where I am at. I'm personally building one for myself right now. I am an advocate for metal building systems. I grew up in the metal building industry. I walked steel when I was a young man, in high school and college from my father and various other guys. I understand it well. I know it well. I've done forensic engineering on failures and buildings I've fortified buildings. I've done a lot basically in the metal building industry. So I have a significant confidence in it for a modern structure that can last 50 years plus, which is what we expect out of a legitimate structure. Now, that being said, I know a lot of families are hell-bent on the money as it relates to pole barns, carport buildings, tube buildings, things like that, and I don't blame you at all. And I'm not here to bash the pole barn guys or the carport guys or whatnot. I just want to share that, you get what you pay for. This is a barndominium, I guess. But at the end of the day, my home is just a custom single family dwelling. It is required to have a licensed structural engineer design it. It is required to be built per code. It is required to have footings. It is required to have all the things necessary to be a legitimate design by the Florida Building Code building. Now, why do I say that? Well, pole barns and pole barn contractors are not used to doing things per habitable dwelling code. So I'm seeing a lot of videos out there, a lot of pole barn guys that are showing you building homes, and they're pouring concrete with small rock mixes, which is a huge no-no for a slab on grade. They're pouring it without edge footers that are compliant with embedment requirements per a geotech report or per code, where you got to have 12 inches of embedment of the footer plus 6 inches of clear required by code. I'm seeing no structural reinforcement in slab, no wire mesh, no fibers. I'm seeing poles embedded in the ground, not permanent foundations, which is technically a no-no as it relates to the code. And I get it. Sometimes you permit these things and they get permits and they get approved, and even jurisdictions don't catch it or bring issue to it, but that doesn't mean it's right. And it might take time for the market to sort itself out, but in reality, pole barns and carports just fail to meet some of the code requirements. And it's a long story. I can't share it all right now, but I hope you trust me. I'm a licensed professional engineer. I've got a pole barn going up this week at my house. Literally right over there will be a 24 by 36 pole barn come Thursday and Friday by poor boys, Mr. William Sykes. I love pole barns. They're great. I just don't want to advocate that's what I'm going to use for my house. So anyways, I'm rambling. If you guys have questions about it, keep asking. We'll keep doing the best that we can to educate you. I will ask you, while I'm at it, to be patient. We are not what you might call a customer service oriented or lead generation oriented firm. We literally have maybe 5 or 10 clients, to be honest with you. I serve them as well as I can, and I'm struggling with that. I'm busy and I'm struggling with it. We're busy. It's just beautiful. We're blessed, but we're busy. As it relates to the barndominiums, I have a 4-person team, but the leads that are coming in are, I'll be honest with you, they're unreal. And they're legitimate leads. They're people with property, people with loans, people with money. And we are absolutely trying to help those families expeditiously and in a timely manner. And there's just not enough of us to go around, to be honest with you. So be patient with us. We are going to probably go to a wait list soon, but we're trying not to. We did onboard 10 new projects in the last 2 weeks, and that's a fun struggle. So, and every time I put these videos out, it gets worse. You know, I know you guys are listening, you're interested and you're intrigued, so you're reaching out to my firm, and not everybody in my firm is as competent as me, of course, when it comes talking about this stuff, because I'm the 20-year PE. But be patient with them as well. They're all trying their hardest. They all love my clients. They're all doing the best they can. Please be patient with us. Again, we're not Walmart. We're not going to call you back in 30 minutes. We're just not. We're a professional engineering firm. We're not going to answer the phone every day. Matter of fact, we're rarely going to answer the phone. We get way too many solicitations, etc. But I promise you, we are trying to help all the families that need our help. And I do spend a lot of time. I will say lastly, people see it. It's not perfect, and I get in trouble sometimes, but I help people that get in trouble. You know, a lot of families don't hire me, and that's fine. And they get in trouble, whether it's they bought something wrong or an installer did it wrong or whatever. And there's always just issues. And me, my family, my son, my dad, my friends who are contractors, we try to spend a fraction of our time helping families that are in trouble for various reasons. And doesn't always, you know, no good deed goes unpunished, as they say. It does not always work out in our favor, because we end up on the shit end of the stick, excuse my language. But I won't stop. I mean, it's in my heart. I'm a well-versed, well-educated professional engineer as it relates to what I do. And I want to share that knowledge. And I especially hate seeing people get hurt. So my heart is always to spend a fraction of my time, helping families that are hurt for whatever reason by other designers, other contractors, other installers. And if I could find a solution, I will try, always, even if you're not in my region. So that does not come, that comes with a lot of time taken away from me as well. So, it is what it is. Like, I can't help everybody, but I try. So that's my spiel. I hope you guys feel blessed for having at least a video share my story. I will wrap up with saying that this is not for everybody. I do apologize. I wish we were building $100 square foot barndominium still. We are not. We're not building $100 a square foot homes. I do build, I build for myself. I hope you guys know that too. Me, David Schonecker, I do not build for other people. I just build for myself. I build for spec homes for myself. I build with a business partner or two. We flip houses every once in a while. We deal with light commercial buildings, stuff like that. So the stuff that you see me doing, I'm sorry, but I'm not a contractor. All my time is spent on engineering in my engineering firm and my little bit of real estate investment that I do. And then I'm building my own personal home, so I'm here a little bit more than normal, of course. And I'm also touching and feeling every part of it so that I can share my story with people, so that you can also come by and see it, touch it, feel it, and be a part of, what I'm building, which I think is not a model by any means. I mean, I can't just have an extra $800,000 house, but not that wealthy by any means. But I know it's going to be a staple in the Plant City community, so I'm taking pride in it, doing it well, so that people can touch it and feel it. Maybe have some confidence that they could do this. But I'm also not promising you this is like super cheap, because it's not. I'm building my house for $120, $130 a square foot or something like that. But that's not everybody, and that's not GC making substantial profit or normal profit or things like that. Anyways, I'm rambling on. David Schonecker, I hope you guys, I know this video is super long, but I hope you guys watch it. I hope it helps you make good decisions. If a $200 a square foot is not your price range right now, do not feel bad waiting. It may not get better. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's absolutely no reason to believe that prices are gonna dump 30% by any means in the next year or two. I do expect a reasonable decrease or stabilization in pricing of materials, and maybe a little more labor cost dip due to just humility, subcontractors getting a little more humble about things. Kind of hoping for that personally. But anyways, that's that. I will continue this rambling on stuff if it's helpful to you guys. If it is, leave comments about topics you want. If you don't like it, hey, make fun of me, do whatever you want. God bless.